Tell you what, we're out here on the Lake Michigan with our good friends at HarborView Charters. Captain Mike over here in the sunshine and first mate Carson. We're gonna do some grilled salmon today. I'll guarantee you. Holy smackers! Yep.
Pit Boss Grills presents Mad Dog and Merrill Midwest Grillin'. Brought to you by Pit Boss Grills, Griddles and Accessories, Louisiana Grills and Smokers, Healthy Homegrown Wisconsin Potatoes, Sundrop Soda, Shooting Star Casinos, Ebert Grown, Rebeck's Cutlery, Awesome Shrimp and Seafood, the Wisconsin Agriculture Tourism Association, and by Lashbro Visual Communications.
You don't mind that? There you go. Back up a little bit. All right. Good work.
Holy smackers!
You wanted your 25-pounder? There it is.
There it is.
Good work.
Hey, welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin'.
That was a little welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. We're having a great time here today. I had a wonderful time. What a huge fish that
holy
was!
cow, man! Look at that, man, those muscles.
I'll tell you what, we were out fishing. It was a great time. We were out with our good friends at HarborView. We're in the city of Kewaunee, by the way. We're in the community of Kewaunee, and we're what a great little community it is. It's 30 miles east of Green Bay, and about 30 miles south of Door County.
Yes, beautiful.
And it's quiet, it's picturesque. There's something to do for young and old in all seasons of the year. And what a great little community it is. And I'll tell you what, we had a great time fishing, and we'll talk a little bit about it. This is Lake Michigan's right there, folks. This is the little harbor right here. There's a World War II tug on the other side that's that you folks can do a self-guided tour. It was left here by the Army, by the Navy, and it just sits there, and you can. It's original tools, everything else.
Really?
It was just left right there for the community to use.
I didn't know
so
that.
it's a self-guided tour. It's called the Ludington, and it sits over there, and you can do your own little tours. We'll talk more about the community, but I want to show you something, and this is why this is going to be an odd show, because I got my cooler right here, and honest to goodness.
Holy cow.
You folks, it's like crystal mining. You're seeing it for the first time right here. Gorgeous, two kings, one king, and there's two fillets in each king. 25-pounder that you saw me catch. It actually took, we were out with Captain Mike and first mate Carson on the HarborView, and it started at 200 yards away, and it reeled out to 300 yards away. I reeled it in 100 yards. Our parole officer, Rod, reeled it in 100 yards. Carson reeled it in 50 yards, and I took it in the last 50 to get it netted in the picture.
Just to make you look good.
Just to make me look good. So we have those two big, beautiful king fillets, and we had a great time. And if you've never been out charter fishing, look up our good friends at HarborView or one of the other great charters in the community of Kewaunee. It's a great time. It really, really is a good time. So we're going to take our two king fillets here, and I'm going to make a nice little rub. And I think what I have to do is replenish these babies right here. And I've got the griddle cooking. I don't know if anybody's ever cooked a big slab of salmon like that on the griddle, but we're going to give it a go.
Interesting.
We're going to give it a go. We'll see what happens here. And all good rubs, by the way, start out with brown sugar. When you're talking doing slabs of salmon like this, I start out with a good cupful of brown sugar or more.
Gotcha.
And so we're going to add that cupful of brown sugar in there. We're going to take and we're going to squeeze a little lemon and a little lime over the top of that fish. We don't want to marinate it ahead of time. That's an acid that's going to start to cook that fish immediately. So it's going to break down the tissues. I'm going to take a little bit of oil just to get it going. We're going to put a little oil on top so that it browns up nice and holds on to the nice little rub that we're creating. So many different rubs you can do with salmon.
Oh,
we do a coffee rub that's phenomenal, but I thought everybody here might not appreciate the value of coffee, so I nixnayed that. You can do Grandma Hazel's on there. You can create anything. I looked up some Thai recipes that have Thai seasonings. And we came up with turmeric. So we're going to add a whole bunch of turmeric in there.
That'd be good.
We're going to add our up north pepper because that's a nice black pepper. They use a lot of black pepper with Thai recipes.
My favorite, Freddie.
Yeah, so nice little black pepper. That's lower in sodium, so we can use a bunch of that. The basil goes in there. I'm going to do a lot of basil. I want some flavor on there. And we're just going to throw a couple little things in here. We got ginger and allspice. So I'm going to put a little allspice in there. and a little ginger. Now the key when you have a lot of ginger. The key when you're doing a rub is got to have the brown sugar in there. And all you simply do, we've got the acid working. I can see it turning white already. And we're just going to take and we're going to put that right over the top of that baby like a nice heavy rub. That's going to seal in the moisture, seal in the flavor. If you're familiar with salmon at all, it's got like 40 grams of protein in a 6-ounce piece, as much calcium as a cup of cottage cheese because of the bone structure in there. It's got those beautiful omegas in there that fight free radicals. Merrill was the original free radical in the 60s, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
Merrill was slippery, but not as slippery as the oils that are in salmon. So that oil of the salmon coats your system and gets Merrill out of there ASAP.
Right, exactly. As fast as you can get it out of there.
So a big heavy rub like that, I was going to put it flesh side down on that hot griddle behind me, but I'm going to put it skin side down. I'm going to keep it there. I don't want to burn that nice brown sugar.
Exactly.
So we're going to host it like that. I wanted to do some green beans on here, but there ain't going to be room, and that's all Carson's fault for helping me reel that baby in and netting it. And kudos to his dad for letting him net that big fish to Mike, because it would have been one I would have grabbed that net by myself, but Carson did it all by himself, and that was a wonderful thing. So we'll put those two slabs. We have a hood on the griddle. We got them all turned on low heat. We're going to slow cook that baby till it beads the white on the top, firm to the touch in the thickest part. It should come out in about 30 minutes or so. That's my assumption.
I think it will. I think we had no problem at all.
Freddie, you know, when you get by the water and you get like you get a little thirsty.
I do.
You get a little thirsty.
Freddie, would you like a drink, sir?
Hey, can I tell you one thing? While Freddie's doing that, I'm going to do a little scooping here. I did some nice little hors d'oeuvres, and we'll get into the hors d'oeuvres a little bit, but I did some nice little hors d'oeuvres for everybody, so you can scoop, and you can make Merrill Freddie a nice little drink.
Well, Freddie, a nice drink. You know, we're in Kiwani. You know what they drink in Kiwani?
What?
They drink Tiwani.
Tiwani.
The Tiwani drink. This is a Tiwani drink. So what do you think's in Tiwani? Tea.
Tea.
Use any type of tea that you want. We've got some citrus here. I'm going to make mine non-alcoholic. Freddie's going to go the whole bunch there. We'll use a couple ounces of tea. Then I got to use a little bit of soda. I got some sun drop here, just a couple ounces. You can use ginger ale, comes out really good. This is a really good, refreshing drink. I mean refreshing drink. And of course, for Freddie, you got some vodka.
There we go. Now
There
we're
you go.
Carson, come
Couple
here.
ounces of vodka.
Carson, where's Carson? Get your butt over here.
Then we got
First mate
we got
Carson.
some triple sec for you, Freddie. Triple sec, orange flavor. Like I said, you could use peach schnapps if you
help me
wanted
out?
to.
Get
Place
in front
that
of the
on
camera.
there.
Don't be shy. Get over here. Get over here. Get in front of the camera.
There you go.
All right, turn towards that camera and take this thing here and go pass it out to everybody if you want to. Please, I appreciate that. Sorry to make you do the work.
And some fresh lime, Freddie boy.
Oh, you're making this thing just
The lime,
spectacular.
this is a really refreshing drink. So we got the triple sec, we got the vodka, we got the soda in there, we got the fresh lime, triple sec. Sir, you're gonna love this. I guarantee you will. Really nice, nice, refreshing flavor on there.
And this is called what again?
Tiwani.
Tiwani, Tiwani.
Tiwani.
hey,
It comes in Kiwani
folks.
for a Tiwani. That's the new official drink in Tiwani. In Kiwani is a Tiwani. And it's good. What do you think? Isn't that refreshing?
Oh, that hits the spot.
It does. It's unbelievable. So come to Kiwani for a Tiwani.
So, as in all good communities, the area chamber has a great chamber. It is the tourist and informational center, and you can either call them up at the Chamber of Commerce, or when you get to town, stop in there. Beautiful. There's a nice couple here that came from northern Chicago, northern Illinois. They stayed overnight at the nice lodge right across the street. If you're in town for fishing, there's rustic cabins. There's campgrounds. In fact, right on site at the Kiwani Marina, it's just an old-fashioned marina here in Kiwani, and it's great. It's a full service. It's got the fish cleaning stations. It's got across the street right here, it's got an RV and campsite that you can book if you're going to go out fishing. So it's a great one. They got ice on hand here. There's got private restrooms and showers. So the marina is the location. That's where HarborView comes out of. Captain Mike and a lot of the other charter members here. But there's other great lodging. There's family-run restaurants here in Kiwani, bars and grills. There's supper clubs. You got ATV trails and cycle trails nearby. You got golfing. You got everything you need. As we came in, there's a big, beautiful pier over yonder that goes out, a concrete pier, like you see in all the large pictures, goes out for, I bet you a quarter mile maybe, huh? and it's for people to fish off them and come and bring the kids and maybe throw a line or two, and heck, you might be lucky and snag yourself a nice little steelhead or something like that. Speaking of steelheads, watch
Yes.
this, folks. We're not going to ponder on these. I'm going to get these babies going while we're going. This is the rest of the catch, and I'm honest with you. This is the rest of the catch right here. We did a great job, and it's always fun doing it. These are little kings right here. So these are the smaller little kings that we caught. But when you talk about steelhead, right? Steelhead are a trout. They're like the ones that are in the stream, but only the different colors and ideas because they've been in the Lake Michigan. That's still here's a watch this baby right here.
Oh, you got
There's
a lot of fish there,
oh man, these are steelhead right here, and they're just gorgeous, absolutely wonderful.
Wow.
So we have our pit boss set for a nice 350-degree temperature, and we're going to take our fillets, all these beautiful fillets. These are the little kings again up front here,
Wow.
and these are the steelhead over yonder. And I'm going to do another rub, but I'm just going to do brown sugar and Grandma Hazel's. We're going to spread that on top of there. I'm going to get those on the grill. By the way, Meryl and Freddie, when you go out fishing, just in case you want, I brought you, always bring bananas with you. They're good luck. The captains love bananas.
Really?
Yeah, so bring that on the boat and see how long you last before they kick your butt off of it.
Well, I can tell he just loves bananas.
Well,
then,
apparently there's a superstitious idea with bringing any bananas on a fishing boat. You don't catch anything. It's bad luck. So I was wrong. Take those bananas and toss them away.
Let's still have bad luck.
From Kewanee, Wisconsin.
Yes.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. I'm going to get these babies seasoned up. We'll be right back.
All right. Hey, welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling.
We're having a wonderful time
Yes.
in Kewanee, Wisconsin. 30 miles east of Green Bay and 30 miles south of Door County. Quiet and picturesque. Nice folks. By the way, our good friends at the Piggly Wiggly store, and for the folks out here in the viewing audience, they have Mad Dog and Merrill sauces and spices. So if you're in Kewanee, you can head to the Piggly Wiggly store, pick those up. And at the same time, they're good community folks, as is the whole of Kewanee and Kewanee County and all the surrounding neighbor cities. We've been to them all.
Yes, we have.
And they have our good friends at Ron's Cheese, and they also have salmon meats, I guarantee you. And the little hors d'oeuvres that we did today, and we served them up, all you simply do is that's one of their little smokies at Salmon Meats. You take a piece of their summer sausage, fold it over, take a toothpick, skewer it through, place those on the grates of the grill, nice warm heat, slow cook them. Ron's cheese curds, they have the best cheese curds in the world. You can do the same thing, take a cheese curd, fold it over that summer sausage. That goes on for about 5 minutes on the grill till it starts to melt a little bit. But I'm taking Ron's cheese curds and on the grill on the side, because I didn't have room because of those dang big slabs of salmon. I'm doing some green beans, and I'm going to fold in some cheese curds right at the end of those green beans. And ain't that going to be good? The heck with that feta cheese. In Wisconsin, we got cheese curds.
Cheese curds on me.
We love cheese.
The American way, man.
But
Cheese all
make a
the way.
glaze. Make a glaze
I'm
first
gonna
for
make
the
a glaze.
salmon.
I got some orange marmalade here. I'm gonna do a glaze for the salmon. I'm gonna use the whole thing. Got that hoisin sauce here. I like it. That should do enough for that. A little spicy barbecue sauce. Got a little habanero in there. Not too much. A little dab will do you. Trust me. Stir that around. I'm going to brush that on the salmon. It'll come out really good. Marmalade, use any type of marmalade that you would like. We've got the orange.
That's Freddie's when if he's getting bored, he always plays a little music for us.
Like, get out of there, get out of there. All right.
So that slab of salmon, I can see the beading on the sides. The top is not quite firm, but it's time for just a nice little glaze of that beautiful orange marmalade over the top of each one of those. And I think we'll nixnay the ones on the other one. I think we'll just leave those the way they are. I got Grandma Hazel's, if you remember, which is about 12 beautiful herbs and spices with brown sugar mixed in. But this one will get the little beautiful marmalade glaze that Merrill made. Now the green beans, on the other hand, we're going to get a little glaze going on those babies too. Those are supposed to be on the griddle over here. We're going to set that baby down. We're going to set that right there.
All right.
The glaze for the beans could be the same glaze that we're doing for the salmon.
Yes, it
It,
could.
it
I
really
gotcha.
easily could. We have a mason jar there, teriyaki sauce. So we're going to do a teriyaki green bean type style. Add a little teriyaki in there. I'm going to do a little vinegar to thin that baby out just a little bit. And a little bit of oil. Everybody carries their oil in a mason jar.
Only way to do it.
Just to re-glisten those beans a little bit. Cilantro makes sense to me. Why not? A little bit of cilantro in there. That's the love-hate herb, ain't it? How many folks like cilantro out there? How many folks hate cilantro?
Here it
Yeah, a
comes.
few of you out there. I can understand. I understand. It's got its own flavor, that's for gosh darn sure. So we're going to take a little bit of jarred garlic in a mason jar, and we're going to shake that baby up.
All right.
And that gets poured over the top of the green beans, over the top.
I'm anxious to try those green beans.
So
They taste
Freddie,
good.
are you a tugboat man? Are you into history like that?
Yeah, I am.
Honest to goodness, I was shocked as can be. And as you come into port from being chartered out, you go right by there, and it's that big old tug right over the top over there, that nice old tug from World
Right.
War II.
Oh, I see it.
And it was
yeah.
actually in the invasion of Normandy. It was actually part of World War II, actually, and it was
Oh,
amazing.
darn.
When you come to town here, they have the Marquette Historical District. They have music in the concert in the park, at the city park. And it's just the quiet beaches. They have the harbor that we mentioned. It's just a great little community.
Beautiful
Oh, I
community.
know. They called me one time. They have a historical hotel here, and they have an old piano. And they said, Freddie, would you come out and play the piano for us? What I always remembered about the place, not only was the piano cool, but it had one of these black and white tile floors like you used to see
Oh,
in
sure.
the 1920s,
Sure.
you know. And it was very historical, and it was very good. So
I bet it was.
if I had a choice, I said either do that or be with you guys, and I'd rather be
I'm
with you
glad
guys.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm glad you wore the captain's hat today.
Well, always.
They never leave us home without it, that's for sure.
All right, I'll tell you what, when we come back, we're going to take these slabs of salmon off. We're going to dish things up. I'm going to pour the glaze over the salmon. Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest
Oh,
Grilling from
yes,
the good
we'll be
city
right
of
back.
Kewanee,
Thank you.
Wisconsin.
Hey, and welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling.
From the shores of Lake Michigan, Kewanee, Wisconsin. Make sure you get hold of the area chamber here in Kewanee, and they'll get you all hooked up to all your needs. Young or old, any time of the season, it's for you right here in
You
Kewanee.
got it. It's a beautiful place.
Freddie, have you ever been out charter fishing?
I was on the Edmonds Fitzgerald.
You were on the Titanic. If you've never been out on the waters and gone out for salmon or steelhead, it is a journey. It really, really is. And you always meet nice people, and it's always a great time. And it seems like you always catch fish. And we did a great job here today.
Boy, sure
and
did.
let me show you an easy way. Now, these big old slabs of king are all ready. You leave the skin side down. The skin stays on because it protects the meat. The majority of the omegas lie between the skin and the meat, so you want to keep those beautiful oils there as much as you can. So all you do is on the tail end, when you're done, all you simply do is scoop. Ooh.
Beautiful.
What I have to do is go just like this, though. I have to push that back a little bit. Oh.
You
Oh,
got
boy,
it.
Andy.
wait. Watch this, Ann.
Good job.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at that!
And there's no
Look at
skin underneath
that.
there. I don't think I've ever gotten applause for taking a salmon off the grill, but when you got a king like this, you know, we came in and that morning somebody else got a 27-incher or 27-pounder supposedly. So of course Captain Mike was fast to say, "Oh, ours was 25 pounds after filleting."
That's a big difference.
It is a big difference, let me tell you that.
Look at that. That is beautiful.
Salmon is the most forgiving of all fish, that's for sure, with those great oils in there. So for you folks out there starting to cook fish on the grill, it's a great way to do it. See these green beans?
Oh,
Well, we poured that nice little glaze, that teriyaki glaze over the top, and it's got all those Ron's cheese curds in there.
That's a
And what a
beautiful
great
display.
idea. I taught her that last night.
You're an amazing man. I'll tell you, the colors are just beautiful in that.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling from Kewanee, Wisconsin. We're going to be serving these babies up. We'll be right back to wrap this baby up.
You got her. Beautiful. Hey, welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling.
I'll tell you what, take a look at Mad Dog and Merrill's calendar of events on our website so you too can be part of an audience like our good friends here in Kewanee, Wisconsin. Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. Peace, love, and happy grilling,
Hey,
folks.
everybody, goodbye. Hey.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is a production of Lashbro Visual Communications.